Okay, we are going to talk about electives. And in order to do that, I have stacked here on my desk some of the binders that have courses in them. And I just want to go over some of these with you so that you can kind of see what's here and what you might be interested in. Health and fitness, for example, which I think is very important. And I think it's one of the two electives that you should always consider. Music being the other one, because music can open up the mind and it coordinates and develops the mind more than anything else will do. And it is people who have music, who play instruments and so forth, just are so much sharper than others. They have the pathways and the coordination of the brain are there because of the music. But let's go back to health and fitness here. Health and Fitness 101, safety first, plus rainbow eating and sports play. Hey, guess what about the rainbow eating? You know, the nutrients present themselves in different colors. And if you will eat a rainbow of fruits and vegetables, you're going to get your nutrients. Health and Fitness 2, the student's laws of health. Now that's very important, isn't it? Okay, and then Heavenly Father's laws of health. That comes along in there and so forth in that particular course. Oh, here's a good one. I love this one. This has to do with fitness. There are 3 ways that you really can get fit, and you can do these throughout your life, and it's important to do them. One is rebounding. Rebounding. Okay, I happen to have a rebounder here at the end of my desk, and I get on it at least 3 times a day for a period of time and rebound. Okay, now how about the plant-powered family? You know, today it's becoming very important that we do not eat processed foods. We are being warned about it from all corners, and it's just important that we have plants, that we eat good plants that are not tainted with a lot of pesticides and herbicides. And it's just very, very important to our health, because we're finding out more and more about how all the chemicals through the years have caused so much of the distress and diseases and so forth. Now here's another one, Health and Fitness. It has 51, no, not 51. It has about 34 different topics in it, and that's another course. And let's see if I can get through those 50 or 34 topics rather. Okay, coming up on 34, summation. Okay, oh, this is one of my very favorites. I hope you will take this one, the Morning Miracle. It's taken off of the Miracle Morning. It's our version of this Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. We encourage you to get the book and read it and apply it in your life. We have kind of tweaked it into an LDS program, but it was already there. You know, in the Doctrine and Covenants, we're told to go to bed early, that we may not be weary, and to rise early, that our minds and bodies might be invigorated. That's a lot about what Hal Elrod is talking about. Okay, Health and Fitness, Healthy Lifestyle 1, and fasting. Okay, another one here, I'm not going to show everything up, but live foods and more with culinary practice. That one we don't do anymore. The book is not available anymore. Herbs, essential oils, and so forth. And we also have courses on walking and dancing. You'll see that somewhere in here. I have a volume on dancing. Okay, this is domestic arts. Now, what's domestic arts? It's everything from knowing how to keep your house clean, to sewing, to knitting, to crocheting, to cooking, and so forth. Anything having to do with the house. In fact, one of the courses we have is about how interior decorating, and you work on your own room and figure out what you're doing in your own room. I was able to do that when I was in junior high in a home ec class, and that was really, really fun. Now it's up to your parents because it's going to take a little bit of money, and if they want you to earn the money to do that interior decorating and redo your room, well then figure out ways to earn the money. Okay, that's the best way to do it anyway. Okay, we have art curriculum, artist history and techniques, enjoy creating art and having fun. Many courses in art. This one is the LDS keyboard course. Well, a keyboard is like a piano or an organ. It's an electronic musical instrument, and guess what? You can learn how to play it. A keyboard is a lot less expensive than a piano. It's somewhere now, I believe, more like $150 or whatever, but that's not that much compared to the thousands of dollars that a piano would cost you. So we do encourage you to take that course if you would like to learn how to play the piano or the organ, because the church is in need of music people, and you always will find yourself in demand if you learn how to do that. Plus, as I said earlier, music opens the mind. It coordinates the mind, and there's just no substitute for it. And a very important project in the history of our country, when we were in need of people who could think and conceptualize and work with people and learn about a lot of stuff really fast, you know what they did? They recruited musicians, music people, because they knew that music people could learn faster and could see the relationships between things. There you have it. Okay, dance curriculum. Dance is one of the fitness activities that we recommend in addition to rebounding and walking. Dance curriculum. A few years ago they did a study on people who dance, and people who dance do not have as much of a chance of getting Alzheimer's. Now what's this? This goes right along with the keyboarding class, LDS conducting course. Yeah, it's on the church website, and it's very fun. It's something that we encourage people to do because they're always in need of people who can conduct music. And guess what? If you can conduct music, do you know what the people that watch you doing this, you help open up their brains to not only learning but spirit. Think about how much do we sing in sacrament meeting, and when it helps us. This is a volume by one of our friends that he did years ago, by Neil Johnson, the Drama Sourcebook of Principles and Activities, and we use that in our theater curriculum. I think I better not stack that stack any higher, because we might just have an accident when we wouldn't want that. Oh, I've got a couple more here. Okay, world languages, financial literacy. Okay, and this goes all the way through. Oh my goodness, there are courses for pre-K and so forth, and it has to do with finding out where you have talents and what you're interested in, and how you might, where you might want to work, and how you might want to work. It has playing financial games. Okay, it has learning about business. It has learning about budgets and taxes and tithing and all that sort of thing. Uncle Eric books are involved, and also some other books that you might be familiar with. And then rethinking the future. Do you need a college degree for what you need to do, or do you need to go to a technical school, or what? You know, just exactly what are you looking at? And then our friend also, Richard Paul Evans, the 5 lessons a millionaire taught me about managing money. And music. I didn't bring all of those out. Where are my music ones? Are they down? It says music curricula. Where are we here? Okay. Well, that says music curricula, but that's not very exciting. I've got binders with the music curricula that have all the different tapes and so forth that we use, or I shouldn't say tapes anymore, but CDs and so forth. All right, that we encourage the students to sing and learn songs and learn the hymns and so forth, because again, it's very important. And yeah, I'm surprised I can't find it here. Well, I'm sure it's around somewhere. Okay, well, that's a little bit about our electives. Oh, but Mrs. K, we're in LD school. Aren't you forgetting something? Absolutely. Personal journaling, right? Personal history and record keeping. Family history. Those are important things too. And family life, okay? Family life. We have some courses on family life, like, for example, family council. How do you run a family council? And so we have a course on that, and use Elder Ballard's book on that one. So there's just a lot here to choose from, and I'm certain I have left things out. Another keyboarding class, not necessarily having to do with playing the piano, but typing, right? Typing. We suggest a particular program that you can get for free and learn how to type, because that's going to be an important situation. So I think that just about covers it. I'm looking over here and trying to find out. Oh yes, I do want to talk about music. I do want to talk about music more. Oh, and I'm seeing a couple other ones. Technology. Okay, technology, engineering, computers. Okay, for tech. And then service. There's a course or two or three on service as well in the electives. But back to music again. I'm sorry I'm skipping around here, but you know what? Music is so important. We start the kids out in pre-K and K with playing on a xylophone. And it's a little toy xylophone, but we have some books that are really, really good, and the kids can learn how to play the songs. There's one book that they can learn how to play Christmas songs and so forth. It's very, very important. And then there was a course developed by a gal up in Utah County, Penny, can't remember her last name, Gardner, I think, maybe. Anyway, it was a recorder course, and we asked that the children learn how to play the recorder. We asked the xylophone first, and then the recorder, and then they go into keyboarding or learning how to play the piano or whatever. We also encourage kids to learn other instruments, and that's kind of not something that we can teach at the moment or whatever. Maybe a parent will come along that knows a ukulele, and there will be a group of kids who want to know ukulele, and we can set that type of thing up. If you have something that you would like to learn, we can get a group together, whether you're from North Carolina or Spokane, Washington, or Dallas, Texas, or Kalamazoo, Michigan, or wherever you're from. We can have kids all over the country take from someone who really knows how to play the guitar or whatever, or the ukulele, or maybe even the drums. Oh, your mother's just cringed. I see ear plugs in their future if you want to be able to play the drums. But it's important. Music is really important. It's such a wonderful gift, and if you can by any means, the ukulele isn't too expensive, but it's more expensive than a xylophone or a recorder. But learn to play an instrument. And maybe you can have a family band or whatever. Maybe you can all play on recorders. Maybe you can all play xylophones. Maybe you can all learn how to play on the keyboard, or you can all have different instruments and like I said, and have a family band. Music is important. And so, like I said, if you don't take any other electives, music and health and fitness, and then of course, we have courses for personal journaling and personal history and family history and so forth. That's just part of our lifelong responsibilities, isn't it, as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And some of you might be interested in, who are not members of the church, who might be interested in finding out your heritage and who your ancestors are and what they did and so forth. We can help with that. We have people who can help with that. So that's just a little bit about our electives, and I hope you enjoy them. Now, also about our electives, I need to say they won't be coming on unless they've already been written and they're all set to go, because this is a do-over. We're in the midst of a do-over, and so we're going to try and get the core classes. Again, I ask for forgiveness for saying that, but the scriptures, the English, the history, the math, and the science on first, because we know that's of what is of most interest. But there are a lot of other courses that will be coming on, and we hope that you will enjoy them.